Do you hear that chopping in the background?
Yeah, what is that?
It's chopping.
That is me.
What are you cooking?
Here
Stir
it
fry.
goes. Here it goes.
What did you say?
Stir fry.
Stir fry. Oh,
Yeah.
It's not a whole lot of stirring nor frying.
Well,
there's a lot of chopping that's involved before the frying has to happen.
Yeah, see? Come on.
Chop stir.
Get with the program here,
Chop
Lip.
stir
What
fry.
do you buy a bunch of pre-sliced vegetables like a wuss?
Depends. All right. So I cut my finger. Dan kind of hit a car today, and Herschel's getting kicked out of his apartment by a couple of lesbians.
Oh,
Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Damn. We're just getting right into the raw realness of it
Oh,
all.
right?
that's how we.
I mean-
That's how we got to do it.
This episode is called "How Was Your Monday?"
Oh, goodness gracious! I'm gonna
Really?
start. Oh God, I am peeking. I'm gonna start actually with one of the many Q&As that I got. So I was gonna take these in order that I got them, and I still am, but I'm gonna immediately break that rule because there's one that's pertinent. It says, where can I go to watch your flowcasts? I'm gonna be posting all of these on my Facebook wall, and eventually, if people care, they can subscribe to my YouTube channel. One down.
Damn.
Yes.
You're on a roll already.
I know.
I know, man.
So I'm going to give the first word to my guests. So we know Harshil is doing some stir-fry business. What's that all about? Tell me about your thing again so that Dan understands.
Right. So, a friend of mine sent me this week of free meals from this service called HelloFresh,
Okay.
where they put together these recipes and they go ahead and they get all the ingredients, all the produce and whatever together. They ship it all to you, and then you're just expected to use their recipe and just make, whatever meals you had selected for that week. So every week they'll send you like 3 different meals worth of groceries.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so because it was free, I decided to try it out.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
But otherwise it's like $60 a week, which is kind of a lot for just like 3 meals, but
Wait, three, but it was $60 a week or a day?
a week.
Is that a 5-day week or a 7-day week?
They just give you the three meals, and then you can
it's only 3
break
meals.
it. Yeah, and you can break it up, break down however you want.
That.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because I think their whole idea is that, like, well, most people give excuses like, oh, I don't know what to shop for. I don't have the time to shop for healthy things, so
Right.
I'd rather just eat like a slob.
McDonald's.
Yeah, right.
Right. No, I understand that. Man, that's ridiculous though. That's a ripoff.
Yeah, I think this is the service that's like either supported by or in some way affiliated with that Jamie Oliver guy.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's a couple services that do. I know the lady that lives above us does the Blue Apron, which I think that's a similar service.
Yeah.
I just don't know what their stipulations are and what they actually charge and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't imagine it's like cheap though, because I mean, even this stuff right here, like they individually packaged some scallions for me.
Oh, good thing they did that. Oh, I mean, they got to keep it fresh in the mail too, because I mean, where's this coming from? Is it
The
delivered
internet.
locally or?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it is though, because it was delivered by FedEx, and like it was packaged in a really unique way. The groceries for each meal are packed into their own box, and so then those 3 boxes are packed into this giant like Mylar bubble wrap bag, and then that is surrounded by a bunch of freezer packs.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It has to cost so much for shipping.
Yeah, I don't.
Like just the material, not like actual shipping costs, but it sounds like they're already having to put out a lot of material just to get people. I mean, it sounds like you're getting all of your cost in getting the food to you, which, like, god damn it, take a half-hour trip to the grocery store.
Right, exactly. Like, I don't know how Peapod does it or how they package everything, but it's if they did anything similar to this, it seems like you're going to pay double for groceries just in packaging it all, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, Herschel, what is it for you that you like about this service? Is it the planning that they kind of do for you, or is it actually getting the food?
Well, like I said, this is just like a free trial. I don't think I would personally do it again, but if I was to do it again, I think the reasons would be that they plan out the meals and all the ingredients, and while there is like a lot of packaging and stuff involved, they are just giving you exactly the amount of food that you need to create that particular dish, you know? If I was
they only give you like 3 scallions?
Right, exactly, yeah. So it was like a small baggie that was like vacuum sealed of like exactly this number of scallions or
Sounds
like
so
exactly
wasteful.
this amount of snow peas or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
well,
I guess that's convenient if you're really trying to cut on time and like.
Yeah.
because I
prep
mean,
and stuff like that,
you could
but-
make the argument the other way that like, oh, if I just went shopping myself, I could have bought like all the
Yeah.
groceries to make this stir fry for like a third of the cost.
Yes.
But then I'd probably have a bunch of leftover produce that I might not necessarily use again.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, you are saving on that.
We got a bunch of cilantro in our fridge. It's just sitting there, getting worse and worse. So let me throw this at you, Herschel. If you're interested
Sure.
in doing something similar to this in the future, the same person who asked our question earlier, Cara from Indianapolis, she posted something not too long ago called cooksmarts.com. And Dan knows this. I tried this for a couple weeks. There's a trial on there that you can do for free, but basically all that is the meal planning. They won't buy anything for you. So I think if you're on a month-to-month thing, it's like $8 a month. But you have to buy the groceries. But they plan it in such a way that you're reusing a lot of the ingredients throughout the week, and they kind of, you know, they want you to do that. And I think there's a lot of stuff too that you can kind of skip, like making your own salad dressing.
Right.
You don't really have to do that.
Huh.
Or making your own, whatever the hell you were trying to make that one time, tacos. It sounded like it was a goddamn science project.
Well, yeah, I put like a huge, complete white onion inside like less than a pound of ground beef, and I was just like reducing it. Like,
Right.
this is so much onion.
Might as well be making fucking White Castles.
Should have just threw it in the trash and gone to White Castle. Oh, so while we're on the topic, tell me about cold smoking cheeses.
Oh, so I got really into just smoking foods in general. So I bought an electric smoker because that's all I can really have where I live in the city. I can't have any like open flames or anything like that on my balcony. So I got an electric smoker, and this thing is phenomenal. And then for Christmas, I got this attachment for it, which is a cold smoker. It's pretty much just an offset heating unit that heats the wood up and pushes the smoke inside of the actual smoker, but then you don't get any of the heat, so your cheese doesn't melt or whatever you're smoking is, aka cold smoked. So yeah, I just bought a bunch of cheese and loaded it with a bunch of apple wood and let it go for about 3.5 hours, and all of the cheese that I put in there was perfectly smoked.
You know, you could probably go through a pack of menthols and just keep blowing it on the cheese.
Well, I could do that too. I mean, it's just
Uh,
as healthy.
I'll give it a nice
I mean,
cooling.
I'll get the ones that say smooth, so I know that
There you
for
go.
sure that everyone's getting a high quality product.
Well, no, if you want to do that, you got to use the American spirits.
Oh, that's right, all natural.
Yeah.
No chemicals. That's for the
Well,
organic crowd.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to suffer for your cheeses, but I mean, who wants like low grade smoked cheese, you know?
Right? Yeah. I mean, you definitely want the high grade. You want
Yeah.
you want the good pesticides. No.
There you go.
I was just thinking about that. Like, what if I put something completely ridiculous that would like, as far as burning inside of that cold smoker? Because like, I'm not going to be cooking with the heat. It was like just to get the flavor of something. Like, I could put like pine needles in there and get like a Christmas tree scent for something. But I don't know if I'd want to eat any Christmas trees, so let's retard it.
I don't know if they like, was it like sage sausage? That can be good.
I could put a bunch of incense in there.
It's like I'm eating
There you
a
go.
mushy hippie.
the new flavor profile that no one's ever experienced yet.
Yeah, it's cheese that tastes like a hippie.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, Herschel, I'm gonna throw a question at you. You ready for a question?
Go for it.
All right. Wait. Well, first of all, 2 questions. Have you ever heard of Rocket League?
No.
What
Does that negate
do you?
the second question?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
you
makes the
lose.
second question. Wrong answer, pal. No. What do you think? All right. What do you think Rocket League is? And before you answer that, I want you to kind of answer in the form of an advertisement for what you think Rocket League is. Like you're flipping to the channel of your radio,
Uh-huh.
and here comes this advertisement for Rocket League. I want you to give it to me right now.
Okay. Hey kids, are you bored at home? Do you have so much free time and not enough things to do with the free time? Are your hands idle? Are they the devil's playground? Put a rocket in those hands instead. Instead of guns, instead of drugs. Launch something into the sky. It might be illegal, it might be dangerous, but sure as hell is fun. And you can tell people science is involved.
It's not.
Holy fuck!
Too
That was
far.
perfect.
Was I close? Is that what it is?
I mean, you were kind of. Yeah, I mean,
For the first part, you're
on a
definitely.
scale of 1 to 10, I'd give that a solid 7.8.
Nice.
I'm with that. So I'm gonna let Dan explain it, but Rocket League is the hot new flavor.
Yeah, well, funny that you mention it because as we're doing this, I'm playing Rocket League.
Dick.
It's incredible. It's a sport-based game where you drive around in vehicles and you basically play soccer. There's no like offsides or anything like that. There's boost. You drive around and you hit a giant ball around. You get to customize your car. You get to do cool things on the internet with friends. Like right now I'm playing with Stace, Anthony, and Trainer
Nice.
through the Steam network.
I was kind of inspired by Devo's gaming last night, and I got my Twitch TV account kind of polished up a little bit, and then I downloaded the broadcasting software.
Oh, nice.
I don't know who I'm gonna play. I think Anthony might be my only fan. That'll actually.
Trust me. If you play it, they will come.
Nice.
Devo had how many followers last night, and he
Yeah,
was
like-
playing a pixelated shitty horror game.
He had like
Whoever
8 to
the
10,
hell
but I think the majority of us were like there on purpose. And
I mean, yeah, but still, I mean, like, we watched it.
right, that's a good point. Yeah, I have a lot of games I could probably just fly through and just talk through it. Like, I'm gonna go here, and this is what's gonna happen. I don't know.
Like, even if people play video games all the time, why not just stream it? Like, I mean, if you don't care, like, I used to talk so much shit when I played Halo. I think that would have been a great thing to record. Most of the time, some of the times I would get destroyed by some little 12-year-old, and he would just show me my plays.
Yeah,
But most of the time, it was a pretty fun time. And like those nights when you get completely hammered with your friends and play games, and you're all just talking mad shit to each other, why not broadcast it?
yeah, totally. I agree. It's makes it a lot easier to do. And I think there's probably something where you can just have Twitch record it, so if someone's really bored, they can go back and watch you play through a game, even though may not be streaming at that time.
Right.
Are you frying yet, Herschel?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I set that thing off a little while ago. It's like nearly done now.
I thought you asked if he was crying. I asked if he was cooking onions.
So Jamie had to cut an onion the other day, and I guess throughout her whole life she's always worn contacts while doing it, but this time she wasn't. And I don't know if that really makes the difference, but she was waterworking hardcore.
Wait, so what happened? It broke up a little bit for me.
She was cutting an onion and started crying, and usually she
Oh,
doesn't, and I think it's because she wears contacts all the time.
It depends on the onion, and it also depends on the sharpness of your knife and if you had cut the root off.
Sharpness of the knife?
Yep, if you have a dull knife, your onion is gonna be angry and make you cry.
That's insane.
So don't cut with a dull ass knife ever.
That's all we got. That's all we can afford, Dan.
You can afford to run your blade of steel through something else to make it a little bit sharper.
If I cut it with a laser.
There you go. Get a laser and cut it.
Nice. That I can afford.
Yeah, I can't afford a knife sharpener, but I can afford a fucking laser.
I'm
Makes
gonna
a lot of sense here, Chris.
What? I'm gonna do a Q&A. So what the way these Q&As are gonna work, I'm gonna read the question, who it's from. I'm gonna answer it, and then you guys are free to challenge or answer it yourself or what you think or whatever. Capiche?
Capiche.
Capiche.
Got it.
All right. Play some track here. All right. Ethan from the Chicago area asks, "Hey Chris, first-time question asker, long-time fan. What are your feelings on bubble baths? How many is a guy allotted per week? 0, 1, unlimited?" I'd say that's a good question. I would, but I can't. No. Tell you what, my advice on bubble baths: skip the bubble bath part, do the milk bath because it won't dry out your skin as much. And if you
Milk bath.
yeah, it's
The hell is that? Is that why you like hoard milk at work? Because you're taking it home and bathing yourself?
Didn't we just get done talking about like wastefulness?
yeah, well, you know, yeah, you drink the milk when you're done.
Oh,
No, you can't get out of the tub until you finish it.
drink your way out.
Yeah.
Area man found dead in bathtub full of milk.
Can't you not even drink a gallon or like without vomiting?
Yeah, gallon challenge. And I heard that's
Yeah.
easier with whole milk than it is with skim. I think skim's supposed to have more of the lactic acid that makes you do that. Could be false. I don't know.
I think it would just be the sheer fact that I'm trying to fit a gallon of something inside of my stomach.
I believe in you. I've seen your movies on the internet.
You can take it.
You can take it. So yeah, if you're using the milk bath product, you know, I think you can get away with that as much as you want. It still foams if you use it in a jacuzzi, just so you know. Little capful will do ya. But if you're just using it in your bathtub, you can dump probably a third of the bottle and do well. Not so with like a soap-based bubble bath. It'll dry you out. But with the milk bath, you're going to want to shower afterwards to get all that stuff off.
I usually shower after my bath anyway.
Yeah, me too. But I think if you take a soap bubble bath, you probably just like, oh, I just took a bath in soap, so I guess I don't need to shower.
I usually reserve baths for when I feel like shit. Like I don't take baths on the
Really?
reg.
No, I'm kind of I like to take baths when I'm feeling awesome. Like that, just icing on the cake.
Well, how long do you normally sit in the bath for when you're doing that then?
So I usually, I'll get a couple tea lights going. I'll get some smooth beats on Spotify on my phone.
Glass of wine.
Yeah, a glass of wine, and
The funny thing is, if I were to drink in the bathtub, I'd want like at least a 6-pack or a whole bottle.
And a razor blade.
And then I'd have to have like the iPad ready or something. Like it'd be this huge ordeal, and then the water would get cold, and then it'd just be like, fuck this.
Well, that's the thing. Once the water gets cold, that's kind of it. And sometimes I'll try to just cycle it. Like I'll pop the drain and try to refill it with some hot water.
Now you're just getting crazy with your bath time.
Yeah.
I got rubber duck. He doesn't really float that well anymore. But how many is a guy allowed per week? Man, I say if you're at the point in your life when you can take a nice bubble bath, you're allowed as many as you get. As many as you can squeeze.
Unless you live in a drought-stricken area.
Yeah, unless you live in California, and if you're taking a bath, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
They'll find you.
Yeah, you should be taking a water bath out of a bucket.
All right, I'm gonna go to our next Q&A. This will be nice. This will be a good one. Just gonna switch it. I'm glad you're here for this one, Dan. Because you might have a lot of input to this. So
maybe not.
John in Chicago asks, as a member of the roller skater and roller blader communities, what do the two groups think of each other? Do they look down on each other? What are the differences between the two communities?
Well, I'm gonna have to let you answer that
All right.
because I'm not really part of the community. I could speak on behalf of rollerbladers.
That's what we'll eventually get to. So the backstory of this is that when I started skating as an adult, which was maybe 2 years ago, I started doing quad skating and really like artistic skating at the local rink. Harshil's been there. He's a good buddy. Comes out to fancy my hobbies and make him, watch teenagers dance around on roller skates.
Okay, perfect afternoon.
Yeah. and then we drink. No. So I was rocking that for a while, and I was even getting outside with some kind of, really soft, really long board wheels that can really eat up the pavement, make the ride pretty smooth. There's a lot of, well, not a lot, but there's technique and technical differences between the two. I think now I've kind of decided that I really like the inline skates because there's less action. They're a little less squirrely. You can control them a little better. Because quad skates are basically just like two loose skateboards on each of your feet. So they have their pluses and minuses. One big minus of a quad skate is if you come into a crack and it's perpendicular to your path, if you catch it right and you're not weighted right, you're going to eat shit. So inline skates, you kind of have to watch out for the parallel cracks, and those will eat you and you'll eat shit doing that. As far as the communities, I think both are so niche that they kind of have to stick together. I mean, if I'm at the rink, I am gonna look out for the guy on the on the rollerblades because they can pick up speed so quick, and you can still not know what you're doing and be flying. Yeah, that's kind of the way it is, I guess. I saw a couple inline skaters this weekend when I went out though, so can't say it's coming back, but
I think rollerblading is a little more. I can't say a little more. I think you're right. Each group has its like thing. I don't know. I always rollerbladed just because of hockey. I mean, that was my only reason.
Yeah. So you played ice hockey, right?
Yeah.
What's
I play roller hockey with my friends and stuff, but
was there anything you had to kind of switch on and switch off, like from a technical point of view, like between the ice and
just the feel of things and how you stop.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's like on ice and pavement, you kind of just find something to run into if you can. If you really need to stop, or just drag your foot.
Yeah.
On ice, you got an ice. I mean, you have like a dedicated stop that you can just dig into, and life is good.
Nice. Yeah, I think. Excuse me. I think it's interesting because there's like dance cultures in both of them. Like with inline, you got kind of the slalom skating that they'll do to dance music and hip hop and all that kind of stuff. And then in quad skating, it's the jam skating, which you can do a lot more of the b-boy breakdancing style. Kind of lends itself to that. And that's what Harshil and I went to, actually. We went to a jam skate competition.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was. I think we were there for a little too early. We didn't see the big boys come out and play, but what we saw was
You saw the little guys just kind of tiptoeing around.
no, they were. It wasn't bad. I was impressed. I mean, they were doing stuff I couldn't do, but they were kind of adults, I guess you could say. I think a couple of them were from Chicago, just coming out.
Well, there was also like a 9-year-old though, so.
It's just like some young kid tearing up everything
that we captured and took back with us. Yeah, there was a kind of a teenage girl wearing some zebra pants. I remember she had a good routine, but she did take a spill, as I think she had a lot more like kind of gymnastics stuff that she was adding to her routine. But and you can also get kind of the aggressive inline skatings. I don't really see people shredding too much with or grinding too much with quad skates. You can, but I think it's a little easier with the inline skates just because the product is available,
Yeah, that's true. Well, that and they specifically make those to grind and things like that.
Yeah. One thing that you don't really get in inline is the derby culture, and that's really kind of only specific to quad skating, I think. Herschel's hairdresser knows for sure because she is a derby skater.
Nice. She on the Windy City, whatever it's called.
The Windy City Rollers.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's. I guess they have like.
Different
Like-
divisions.
Yeah, so she's part of some division of theirs.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun to do. I just think my body would shut down after one lap. Like I go to the ice skating ribbon at the Maggie Daly Park, or whatever,
Yeah.
and I do a couple laps and I'm tired. I'm done.
Well, that ribbon's actually kind of long too. I think compared to like a derby track or a derby rink, it's like
Yeah, but
2 or 3 times longer, isn't it?
True, but then you're also talking about the physicality of actually trying to beat the shit out of each other before you get around the track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
see
I don't
that.
even know the rule. I've never been to a derby.
See, that part doesn't even appeal to me as much. I don't want to get. I'm trying not to hit people most of the time when I skate, so I would not be good at derby. I mean, I respect it as a hobby, activity, sport,
Sure.
whatever you want to call it.
What are the rules? I mean, like, what are you supposed to
So
do?
here's my stab, if I can remember it, because I think I read about it a year ago. You have a person who's basically a scorer, and then you have people who are kind of the goal. So like between two people, that might be kind of like the end zone or whatever. So you're trying to get the person on your team who's the scorer to get to like pass those people on the other team.
Okay.
So you're constantly like trying to defend against the other team's scorer person, and you're trying to get your scorer through their scorees. If that makes
Interesting.
sense. And
Okay.
I could be way off, but I think that's it. And I think at the high levels, it doesn't even look like there's a whole lot of skating. It's almost like a rugby match. There's a lot of locking, and then just being agile on the skates.
Interesting.
And not so much trying to fly. Which there's little, portions of that where they are flying and trying to kill each other. But
Yeah, I think I'd be good at like weaving in between people. Like that shit's fun for me.
Nice.
Like having that quick reaction time of like, oh, balls! I should have not. I was supposed to be defending the ball. Sorry, not paying attention. That's what happens when you play Rocket League. Yeah, I've totally lost my thread there.
Oh, there is a indoor hockey for quad skating, and it kind of looks like it uses field hockey sticks, so they're like kind of curved on the end. They're not like traditional hockey sticks.
Yeah, that's field hockey.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, I mean it's for Herschel. It's for
It's
Herschel.
what?
It's for Herschel.
Oh, okay.
He's
Sorry.
not. He's not one of us.
Yeah, no, totally. Keep on going. Dan and I both know about this, but just do it for the audience's sake. Explain this.
That's all I had to say. It's that looks interesting because it's like they use a lot of their toe stop, and it's they're not padded at all. I really don't know what the play is like. I don't know how quick it is.
For field hockey?
No, for this kind of indoor skate hockey,
Oh.
quad skate
Like-
hockey.
Oh, okay. I get you. Okay.
It's
Sorry.
different. It's different from like indoor skate hockey, inline skate hockey.
Got it. I'd like to see it because I've never really experienced that.
Yeah, me neither. So
Wait, do they actually have it?
yeah, it's a real thing. What'd you think?
No, I'm just making sure that like you weren't just saying it like as hypothetical. Like I wish they had. This,
Oh,
that
no,
it's
no,
an
no.
Actual, like people would actually. Okay, got it.
I'm
Got
gonna
it.
Google quad skate hockey. See what comes up. Oh, you're busy playing Rocket League. Never mind.
I will later. I will when I re-listen to myself.
That's fine. I was gonna say, Herschel, you can't have a bad episode if you have Dan, because his voice is so goddamn silky smooth. when he came on, easily distracted, I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" They just upped their game, like.
Who's this idiot? Who's who's this more? I've never heard of him in my life. All of a sudden, they're friends with this douchebag.
It's just the baritone, the tenor. It's there. You need your own knob on this mixer. More, Dan. More.
There was times when I'm like easily distracted where I would be drinking, and I think there was one where at the end of the episode, we I hit the end record button, and John just looked at me and said, "You're drunk." Like totally didn't expect it or anything like that. I was like, "Oh man, I was that bad." Like he gave me like the dad look, like, "What are you thinking?" I was like, "Oh, oof."
It's almost like a little kid looking at you at a wedding or something. Like, you're
Like,
drunk.
what is going on? You're so bad.
Mommy told me to stay away from you.
Yeah.
Good. Oh man.
So where did you go skating this time?
I went around my neighborhood again.
Did you upgrade your holding stick or whatever the fuck you call it?
A little bit. I kind of switched ends, and then I also the digital recorder worked pretty well the way I had it, but I'm gonna double up on the windscreen because I got the dead kitten and that's all I had on it. But I have this I don't know, like the soft material that.
What did you call it?
Dead kitten. That's like one of the brand names for those like fluffy windscreens.
Okay. Got it. You should be a little more specific on that, especially with a podcast. So I put a dead cat on my pole.
People, they'll figure it out. I got a smart audience, I'm guessing.
Good, because they're smarter than me, because I never heard that. I was like, what is Lipke putting on this fucking...
I found it.
I really think he's insane.
I found it on the ride, and then I just slapped it on the front. No one would miss it.
Look what I found.
Can I keep him? So, but no, it came through pretty well. So it was a little windy, but it was kind of windy on Saturday anyway. So then I doubled up on the windscreen. I just had that like kind of soft felt looking material from another digital recorder. I put that on and was able to put the fluffy windscreen, aka Dead Kitten, over the top of it. And so hopefully that'll be bomb proof.
Very nice.
But I didn't have a counterweight. So I was like
really tired,
cranking that. Yeah, I was really cranking on my wrist, and they're pretty sore today. But I'll get over it.
That's gonna be a great audio file of you saying you're cranking on your wrist.
Get him. Oh man.
So how's
what you get when you bring Dan on?
Yeah, no, that's what you get. You get gold.
That's right. I'm digging for gold.
Digging hard.
Digging, and I found it right on the surface.
So did you finish your stir fry?
I did, yeah.
How was it?
I plated it up a little bit.
Oh, shit, did you take an Instagram photo?
Oh, I shouldn't I?
Yeah,
Damn it.
You should, and you can probably hashtag the company too, and then they'll put you on there and shit.
Totally.
Oh man. Holy crap.
Have you heard
This is just expanding my use of this service.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, I might want to have to spend the $60 a week to get my free meals, just so I can show my friends.
I've tried. Have you ever heard of NEAT? NEAT.
No.
It's that thing that I say to you when I'm not really listening, but I want to act like I'm interested.
I hear that all the time.
You say that to me every day, man.
It's instead of meat, it's neat, and so it's like this kind of bean and it's kind of mostly bean, I think, bean-based powder that you get, and you crack a couple eggs into it, and then you kind of stir it around in a skillet, and eventually it does kind of turn into the consistency of ground burger.
Oh, neat.
Oh, okay.
Aha! Right. See? Huh? Oh. Jerk.
Bah, I got you. Wait.
Bitch. So I did put that in some enchiladas once, and I tweeted at the company. I said, "Hey, I had made some neat enchiladas," and they asked for pictures, and they were already gone because I ate them all. So don't be like me.
Don't eat the product before you promote it.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, don't give the corporations free promotion.
Yeah, I should have asked. Where's my check?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I could bark
Put
this.
a watermark on your photo that directs you to your podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brand doesn't promote things for free.
I'm only gonna take my photo if you give me more meat.
Yes. I'm gonna do. What the hell? I'm gonna do another Q&A, but I'm gonna give this one to you guys first. Are you ready?
Nope.
Too bad. Too late. It's coming at you. All right. David from Aurora asks, if you got a chance to punch one person, anyone in the world, in the face without any repercussion, who would it be?
David from Aurora.
David, yeah. This kid I know named Devo. No, I don't know. That's it. Let me think about that for a minute.
See,
anyone in the world? They have to be alive, right?
I'm gonna say yes. They have to be alive.
Can't be like I can't like travel in time and punch someone in the face.
No.
Okay.
You
go first.
You punch your dad in the face right after you're conceived.
Just wake up, smack. Welcome to Earth.
Oh, I don't know if I could top that one. That's pretty good.
So how I answered this question, or how I eventually thought I'd answer this question, I would auction it off. I would make money on this.
You're allowed to do that though?
I'm
That
making
wasn't part
it,
of the rules. Come on.
I'm making it
punch
so.
someone, punch someone. Don't start like trying to fucking make money off it. I'm gonna scalp my punch off to someone else.
No, why wouldn't you? Why? If somebody wants somebody else,
That's not part of the rules.
Yeah, this is like wishing for 1,000 more wishes. It's,
Oh.
it breaks the game.
I can think of two people I want to punch right now.
I could think of one for making up those goddamn rules for
Yeah, there you go.
a kid named David and Aurora.
Oh man. I'd probably have to go with like Mike Tyson or something, just so I say I could, or I say I did. But my worry with that is that even though it says without repercussion, he'd probably punch me back anyway. He'd be like, "No, I'm just wanted to punch you. It's not revenge for that." Wink.
Yeah, you just happened to be near him, and his Zoloft prescription was low at that time.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't bite my ear off or coerce me, and that's fine.
I think I would punch the person who decides that putting honking noises in TV commercials or in radio commercials is a good idea.
I've heard sirens before.
Sirens and honks. It's just like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It really, I drive a lot enough to make that a big issue with my commute.
Yeah, that and the songs that have sirens in them.
Yeah.
Well, if you listen to rave, that's like every song. That joke did not land.
I don't know what you're talking. I didn't hear. What?
That was neat, Chris. That was neat.
Are you? It sounds like you're still chopping.
No.
I hear it too.
Goodness. All right. Herschel, I have a random question for you. It's not a Q&A.
Okay.
Are you a giver or a taker?
I'm gonna go with giver.
Are you the pitcher or the catcher? Is that what you're asking?
You're a
Yeah,
giver.
same answer. Same answer.
Man, you never give me shit. What are you talking about, giver?
I'm giving you a lot of grief right now. How about that?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're a infinite fountain of attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Do you have cable? Do either of you guys have cable?
Nope, I got rid of that shit about a year ago. Actually, just over almost 2 years now, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually got rid of my cable a while ago too.
I stream everything now.
See, someone in this house, and it's not me, really likes having cable.
What aspect of cable?
News and NCIS.
So all the basic shit, right?
Yeah. So in
Can't you just get that over the air though?
Yeah, I have a HD antenna I bought for $30, and I get that for free.
we don't get CBS on that antenna. We have that antenna, but we don't
Move
get
the
CBS.
antenna.
Huh?
Move the antenna. You know, I mean, I'm
You
like
move
an
the
open air
antenna.
one.
Oh. No, we just have it kind of right next to the TV, and it picks up.
Yeah, I have mine behind my TV, and I get every single channel and like all this old shit that like I never watch, but I have it. It's almost like having satellite.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll try that. So her dad gets CBS, and he's in Plainfield. He doesn't have any problem getting it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I needed cable, and I realized all I was doing was using it for background noise when I cooked and shit, and I realized I could just put music on, or Netflix, or movies that I obtained legally.
These are all smart things you're saying, but and the other person in this house likes to have the background noise too, but it has to be the TV.
Well, that's why you like I'll put on Rick and Morty that I've seen 1,000 times, or I'll put on some Saved by the Bell or something that's like that background noise doesn't have to be commercials and things you're paying for.
But maybe that's just part of it. Maybe this person needs the satisfaction of knowing that they paid $69.99 for this background noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I thought I was
they
I thought
pay
I
more.
was I thought I was at least getting something for this money because I would watch Sports Center in the morning. But then I realized that I could just use my father's login and hey, look at who has Sports Center now in the mornings, and like sports packages and everything else. Like that's all the cable companies are grasping onto right now, because without that, people can mainly get everything off the air.
Yeah.
Or on the internet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's so many websites that are like streaming everything now that having television cable isn't necessary.
Yeah. I feel ya. I do.
You feel me? Feeling it.
My betrothed doesn't.
Well, maybe she needs to get real. She needs to go to reddit.com/r/cord cutters and grow up.
Yeah, she won't let me.
Think about it. I mean, okay, rationalize this. Be like, okay, we do this for a year. All the money we save, you'll get to go on a shopping spree. Boom, baby.
Boom,
And then
baby.
next year you say, no more shopping spree. You're used to not having cable, so shut up and deal with it.
Yeah, that could backfire.
That-
You
that-
think about all the money
That's not how
that
real
you
life
save.
works. No one
Yeah.
ever do that with any kind of relationship.
Treats it like a corporate budget.
Yeah. I treat it like Donald Trump would be treating the U.S. government if he's elected president,
All right.
which is a very scary thought.
I don't
Yeah.
even. I'm
It
still.
was a funny joke at first, but now it's just like, what's happening?
10% of me is convinced he's trolling.
There's a part of me that wants to believe that he's just trying to undermine the entire GOP.
Yeah.
And at the very last minute,
Yeah.
once he gets the nomination, he's just going to be like, all right, well, I'm just going to now realign my entire platform with like hardcore liberal views. And you guys are all stuck. Fuck you.
That would be ridiculous. Like rips off his face mask and all of a sudden reveals he's part of the lizard people. They've
Oh, man.
planned for this for years, and now the chess pieces are in place. World domination can now be achieved.
Oh, wow. At that point, I'd have
That's
to just like stand up and applaud.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, why would I need to move to Canada? I mean, everyone's going to want to move to the United States if the lizard people are taking over.
You just
Have you heard what's going on in the United States?
I've
We got lizard people. Let's go.
Oh man.
post on Facebook. I just want to say I've always supported the lizard people.
Yep.
Hashtag lizard people for life.
Praise our lizard overlords. It's an interesting theory. I hope it comes to fruition. Dan, do you want to talk about
Maybe.
Ghost?
Ghost the band.
Ghost
They're
the
an incredible
band.
band, and you either love or hate them. That's all I'm gonna say because I've introduced them to so many people, and it's almost I can't say it's 50-50. There are a lot more people liking them than disliking them, but there's definitely the crowd that just they are not fans. But
Do they give you a decent answer as to why they don't, besides just not their thing?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just like the singer. A lot of people don't like the singer and his voice, and that a lot of people get real bothered the fact that they're lumped in with metal when people think of metal being Cookie Monster vocals and
Yeah.
chugging guitars and running double bass. But I don't know. All their songs are about Satan. I mean, it's pretty metal.
That's pretty
I mean,
cool.
like if Justin Bieber came out with an all Satan album, I'm like, wow, fucking Justin Bieber's pretty metal, dude.
Oh shit! I think we lost Harshil.
No,
Oh, never
he's still
mind.
there.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, I think you muted or something. Yeah, I'll
Chris,
be
neat. Ghost, neat.
neat,
Very
Chris. Neat stuff, man. No, I'll admit it took me a few listens, and like I was telling David from Aurora, I think their look is a little more intense than their sound, but
Well, their look, I think, helps with the whole theatrics of what they're going for.
yeah,
Because it's like someone wrote in a review once. It's kind of like going to a satanic mass, but not like one of those like gothic ones where people are wanting to slay goats and shit like that. It's more of like, I don't know,
The other
ritual and
kind
shit.
of black mass, right?
Yeah. More of a ritual type of thing than slaughter and sacrifice.
Herschel and I went to one of those once. It was at Congress Theater,
What?
right? We went to that multi-stage rock show, and it was all like area, really young bands. A lot of scream.
Oh yeah,
A lot of screamo.
yeah.
That was so bad.
It's like a battle of the bands type thing going on. I thought. Right?
Yeah, and it was interesting. Would have liked to have stayed a little longer, but got kind of loud. No, but
It got too loud for you? Is that what you just said? A little loud.
I did.
Went to a concert. It got a little loud. All right, Dad, let's go home. You can take me to the mall at 10, right?
Oh my god. No, you're right. I'll own that. I'll own that.
Hey, don't worry about it. I wear earplugs at every concert only because I can't hear these days because I didn't wear earplugs in the first 30 years of my life. Completely ruined my ears.
Yes, I
Ask
kept.
my wife how awesome it is to answer the question, what 30% of her day?
Well, do you think that increases when you drink?
What, not being able to hear?
Oh, like just not paying attention.
Oh, well, yeah.
Compounded.
Yeah.
Oh my god, your Scotch story the other day just like made me piss myself. That was so good.
You can go ahead and tell it because I don't feel
So-
like telling it. Too much shame and remorse.
I'm assuming every good Scotch story has those elements. No,
I
so,
mean, any kind of hard liquor, I think.
so I was interested, not interested in Scotch because I've tried it before and I just can't get to it. Like bourbon, I've grown accustomed to, but just Scotch was just not having it. So I asked Dan, and I knew Dan was a Scotch drinker because he's mentioned that on Easily Distracted before. And there's this other coworker of mine who's really into Scotch, so I kind of pulled them both. I was asking Dan, hey, what's up with Scotch? Like, what's the deal with it? And
I think you asked me more specifically about JMD.
oh, right, because we have it. I bought a bottle of it, and now it's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
But then it kind of went on from there, and he said something like, "Oh, the last time I drank scotch, I was I passed out on the bathroom floor and pissed myself." And
Oh, okay. Well, the story's a little bit different than
What?
that.
no, well, the funny. Just,
Okay, go with it. Go with it.
I'm
I'll
going
let
with
you-
it. I'm going with it. So and Herschel knows this, but because I shared it with him. But the comedy comes here. So to me, I was like, oh my god, that sounds horrible. And no, I'm guessing you don't drink scotch anymore. So I said, oh, I thought you were a scotch guy. He said, yeah, I am. This was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was the part. That's just where I lost my
Yeah,
shit.
that was the rough part.
Oh yeah, so you were already drinking, and then you have a habit of like drinking before you go to bed more.
Yeah. For some reason, I think it's a good idea. There's like, yeah, I'll just have one more. Yeah, just the one more complex, I think, is what happens.
Yeah.
And the one more doesn't realize that sleep inevitably happens, and that you can only say one more only so many times.
Yeah.
Before your body shuts down.
Yeah. I just get sick before too long. I mean, not that I haven't been really hungover and feel like crap, but I think it depends on what booze as well.
That is a true statement for sure.
Is there any booze that makes you like angry?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I know people.
It makes me stupid. Makes me realize that there's bad decisions, and I want to do all of them.
Wonder if I could throw my wedding china and hit that guy on that bike.
Yeah. Like anything dumb that I can think of. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Fuck it.
Nice. Well, I think it's good a time as
really?
any to try to wrap this up, let you guys get back to your lives. So before we leave, I'm going to give the last word to my guests. So, Herschel, give us the last word.
I think if we've learned anything here this evening, it's the importance of reuse. Reuse your bathwater, reuse your milk that you bathe in, reuse scotch if you fall asleep and didn't drink it morning after. Just reuse everything, guys. We've only got the one planet.
3 R's. Come on, guys. Isn't it 4 or something like that? They've changed it in the past whatever years. Not reuse, reduce, and recycle or anything. I don't know. I thought it was something different.
I kind of know what you're talking about, but
And maybe I'm thinking of that stupid math concept that they.
what?
I don't know. There's a whole like system of math that like doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I mean, math never made sense to me anyway, but now they're like teaching some whole different form of math.
Like Suzuki method?
No. What is it called? No, it's some stupid term. You could look it up. Just Google stupid term of math.
Doesn't sound promising.
But it's really you like break everything down way more than just like counting on your fingers. It's like guess what? Every kid has some kind of iPad or smartphone or something with a calculator on it. Just shut the fuck up and let them use it. Basic fundamentals of counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, done. That's all you need.
Well, you're a drummer, so you don't need to
Exactly.
count much higher than 4 anyway.
All you need is one downbeat. Make every single downbeat that. You're an 8, 4, 4, 7, doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, done. The worst music theory ever.
Can't I split it up into 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3? No.
What, you don't know how to read music? Don't worry, just hit the drum.
Oh my.
That's my last word.
That's your. That's good advice. I love that.
Available for drum lessons.
Yeah.
$35 an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'll cook food for you, so the whole kit and caboodle is $200 a night.
Yeah.
right, guys. Well, thank you very much. I'll cut the audio here, but no, like I said, or I don't know if I've explained the plan. There's not really a plan. Is the plan, but to have a rotation and just kind of see what goes with what. Like I said, I've never. I think Dan's probably my the middle space in my bingo card because I think he's just gonna go well with everything.
Oh, hey, that makes me melt inside.
Oh wow.
We just found out Lifky's man crush. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I will lube the podcast with the tender sound of my voice.
Nice.
So eloquent.
That's some milk. That's some milk that I'll reuse. All right, guys. Have a good night. Enjoy your Rocket League, and if you're still eating your stir fry. This has been episode 2 of Doing That Kimmy Thing. Have a good night.